On today's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report, we'll preview the Tigers game against the Huskies of Northeastern. Get ready, Tiger fans. The Tiger Basketball Report starts now.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Wise Market's ice cream plant is based in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, and it's locally owned and operated. We've been making our ice cream for nearly 50 years. We create roughly 70 flavors of ice cream right now. We use local ingredients, especially our cream, which is from our milk plant. The cream is what gives our ice cream a rich and creamy texture. Now, together with our customers, we've created a product called Peanut Butter Indulgence, which will be coming out this summer. It's a peanut butter ice cream with sea salt caramel swirl and chocolate-covered pretzel. How can you go wrong with that? Personally, I love our ice cream. If you come to our house at any given time, you'll find at least 5 packets of ice cream in our freezer. Our kids grew up eating Wise quality ice cream, and now we get to treat our grandchildren to it. It's been a pleasure for me to be tasting ice cream for over 40 years for Wise Markets, and I'm loving every minute of it.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. After defeating the Huskies in their first matchup, the Tigers are shipping up to Boston for the rematch. As always, I'm joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And Coach, was it last year? No, it was 2 years ago. We go up to Boston and they're having the Super Bowl parade out in front of our hotel where we were staying. Now we're going back to Boston. The Patriots are back in the Super Bowl again. You're going home. Your family will be there, and you're taking on a Husky team that's going to be looking for revenge against the Tigers.
Well, they're obviously very good. It's good to go back to Beantown. As far as the Patriots, it's one of those things you say, if you can't beat them, you might as well join them. But it's a night game there, which is rather rare over at Matthews Arena against a very good Northeastern team, and it'll be a battle. There's no question. I mean, I think T.J. Williams has been the most dominant, valuable player in the league. Plays 40 minutes, scores, passes, rebounds. He sells tickets, popcorn, and everything else. And then Alex Murphy's really, really good. A conference guy. So they run good offense. They really shoot the three. And they'll be ready for us, but we'll be ready to play too. We've historically played very well up there.
They are struggling. They've lost their last 3 ball games, so obviously they need to turn things around. You guys started them. They were undefeated in the conference when they came here to CQ, and you jumped on them right away and had a big lead. But they showed their moxie, but coming back and almost retaking the lead. What was it about that game where you were able to expose them early on and get the big lead, and what was it that they were able to do to come back?
Well, I think they're really good on offense. The Begley kid too is there. They've got good, those 3 guys, Murphy, Begley, T.J. Williams, and how to play, and then they've got good, strong 5 men and a couple of good freshman shooters. They have like a nice mix. For us, I think a couple of things. First, they played all their games on the road where they've struggled, and now they didn't have to play them in 6 days like we did, but road games get tough and challenging, especially when they're in a row and a row and a row. Sometimes this computer we use for the conference and the people that set it up don't understand that, but that's reality. I think what we did was we turned them over a lot. Our aggressiveness defensively helped dictate the game and gave us a good lead early. We'll expect, I do owe you a steak because they didn't play much zone against us till late. We'll go double or nothing. That we'll see 90% zone when we go up there on a Saturday night. The good thing for us is our you saw against Hofstra, and then late in the game, and our zone offense has made big strides.
Obviously, it makes strides because teams are playing zone against you, so you're seeing it more. How for the average Joe, how different is it to run an offense against a zone as opposed to a man-to-man? What is it that we, the laymen, don't see that the coaches and the players see?
I would say the hardest thing for us is a lot of time man-to-man, we'll just exploit a matchup. We like William here, or Mike here, or Johnny here. And we certainly have guys. If you look at our, like, quote, advanced metrics, like usage rate, like John, William, and Mike Morcell are all in, like, the top 250 in the country in the percentage of shots they take for us, or percent of time they touch the ball. There's like 4,500 players. So to me, like we're able to make sure we're getting the right guy the ball in certain places. That's harder to do against zone. You know what I mean? Because you can't just go to a matchup. Where I think we've done a good job is we've been able, as I told you, since we've come off that tough road trip, we've been having a lot more practice time. So we worked on execution offensively and a lot of stuff where everybody's got to get a touch or just some timing of things. And then we spend a lot of time now every day, an extra 30 minutes of skill work, forwards and guards. And I think that's the stuff. At the end of the day, basketball players have to make basketball plays. I think that's some of the stuff that's coming through for us. I've said all along our shooting will be good when our ball movement is good. And our ball movement's been good lately, and that's why we're shooting a high percentage.
All right, getting back to Northeastern here, TJ Williams wasn't much of a factor for many parts of that first game. But as you mentioned, this is a kid that at the end of the game, you look down, he's got 24 points. You're like, how'd that happen? What is it about him that makes him so special?
Impressive. I actually saw him. We shared the hotel with him in Delaware. And I said, how do you do it? And I saw him in the elevator. I said, well, how do you do it? He's like, I get a lot of treatment, and I rest all the time. I stay off my feet. Because I said, this is a guy who plays 40 minutes both nights. He was 7 for 9 against us. We're aggressive on him. We're rotating guys. He still makes some tough shots. He's, to me, obviously, he's a very good basketball player. His body and his endurance level is remarkable.
And then you mentioned Alex Murphy, who you said earlier when we played Northeastern, possibly the most highly recruited player that ever played in the CAA.
Has there ever been a top 10 recruit out of high school that's played the CAA game?
David Robinson, I don't think was very highly recruited.
He grew. The guy grew like, yeah. No, Murphy's really good, really good. Comes great basketball, gene pool, and gifted. I mean, gifted. Stretch four-man, shoots, drives, passes, Pretty good.
The Tigers and the Huskies will tip off at 7. I'll have the call on CBS Sports Radio 1300 and TowsonTigers.com starting at 6:45. And, Coach, since we're heading to Boston, I have got to quote one of the greatest bands to ever come out of Beantown, the Cars. Let the good times roll.
I'm for that. I am for that, Spiro. Let's go!
Thanks for joining us for today's episode of the Tiger Basketball Report. For Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Have a great week, and as always, go Tigers.